Do you ever feel like you're capable of so much more, but something keeps holding you back? The secret to unlocking your full potential isn't just motivation, it's personal growth. And today, we are going to share the key habits, mindset shifts, and strategies that can help you become the best version of yourself. If you want to build confidence, improve focus, develop better habits, and create a life you love, you're in the right place. Personal development isn't about changing who you are, it's about becoming who you're meant to be. So if you're ready to take that next step, hit that subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, and tell us in the comments, what's one personal growth goal you're working on right now?
What if I told you that negative feedback could be your key to unparalleled success? Discover these 5 game-changing strategies and transform disapproval into your greatest advantage. Don't let criticism hold you back any longer. Before we dive into the 5 steps to deal with criticism and disapproval, let's start with a quick quiz to see how well you currently handle negative feedback. Grab a pen and paper and answer the following questions honestly. 1. How do you usually feel when you receive criticism? A. Defensive and upset. B. Anxious and uncertain. C. Calm and reflective. 2. What is your typical first reaction to disapproval? A. Argue or justify your actions. B. Shut down and avoid the situation. C. Listen and ask for specifics. 3. How often do you reflect on feedback to improve yourself? A. Rarely, I tend to ignore it. B. Occasionally, but it depends on the source. C. Regularly, I see it as an opportunity for growth. 4. When faced with criticism, how do you view the person giving it? A. As someone who doesn't understand me. B. As someone who might be right, but I struggle to accept it. C. As someone offering valuable insights. 5. How do you maintain your self-worth in the face of negative feedback? A. It heavily impacts my confidence. B. I try to remind myself of my strengths but find it difficult. C. I stay positive and use it to motivate myself. Scoring. If you mostly answered A, you might find criticism challenging and could benefit from new strategies to handle it more effectively. If you mostly answered B, you have a mixed approach to criticism, indicating room for improvement in certain areas. If you mostly answered C, you handle criticism well but can still gain from refining your approach. Keep your results handy, as we'll revisit them at the end of the bookshot, to provide you with personalized tips and insights based on your answers. Now let's transform criticism into unmatched success. Regardless of your results, there's always room to grow. Criticism and disapproval don't have to be obstacles. They can be powerful tools for personal and professional development. In the next sections, we'll explore 5 game-changing strategies to help you turn negative feedback into a stepping stone for success. So, let's get started. Step 1. Shift your perspective. When you first encounter criticism or disapproval, it's natural to feel defensive or hurt. These feelings can trigger a stress response, making you focus on the negative aspects and causing you to dwell on your perceived shortcomings. You might replay the words over and over in your mind, amplifying the criticism and allowing it to overshadow your achievements and strengths. This reaction is common and deeply rooted in our desire for acceptance and approval from others. However, one of the key takeaways from Dr. Norman Vincent Peale's classic self-help book, The Power of Positive Thinking, is the importance of changing your mindset. Instead of seeing criticism as an attack, try to view it as an opportunity for growth. This shift in perspective can transform your entire approach to handling negative feedback. By reinterpreting criticism as constructive input rather than personal affront, you can begin to see it as a tool for self-improvement. This positive framing allows you to extract valuable insights and use them to enhance your skills and performance, ultimately leading to personal and professional development. Consider the story of Mindy, a marketing executive in her mid-30s. She had just completed a major campaign for her company and was feeling quite proud of her work. However, during the debrief, her boss pointed out several areas where the campaign fell short. Initially, Mindy felt devastated and unfairly judged, but then she remembered the principles from Peale's book and decided to reframe the situation. Instead of dwelling on the negative, she focused on the constructive aspects of the feedback. For example, when her boss pointed out that the messaging in the campaign was unclear, Mindy saw this as a chance to refine her communication skills. She took a course on effective messaging and applied what she learned to her next project. Additionally, her boss mentioned that the visual elements of the campaign could be more engaging. Instead of feeling defeated, Mindy collaborated with a graphic designer to enhance her visual presentation skills, resulting in more visually appealing campaigns in the future. By focusing on these specific actionable points, Mindy was able to improve her performance and feel more confident in her abilities. This not only improved her future projects but also strengthened her resilience and self-confidence. Step 2. Understand the source. Understanding where the criticism is coming from can significantly affect how you process it. Sometimes feedback can be more about the critic than about you. People's responses are often influenced by their own experiences, insecurities, and biases. Dr. Julie Smith, in her book Why Has Nobody Told Me This Before?, explains that recognizing the source of criticism can help you assess its validity. If the feedback is coming from someone you respect and whose expertise in the area, it's likely worth considering seriously. On the other hand, if the criticism seems to stem from jealousy, misunderstanding, or lack of information, it might not be as valuable. Take the case of Ashton, a software developer. He received harsh criticism from a colleague who frequently seemed envious of others' successes. The colleague said, "Your code is always so sloppy and inefficient. I don't know why you keep getting praised for it. Honestly, it's surprising that your projects even work half the time." Initially, Ashton took the feedback to heart and felt discouraged. But upon reflecting, he realized the criticism was more about the colleague's issues than his performance. This understanding helped Ashton to not internalize the negativity and instead focus on feedback from more reliable sources. Step 3. Respond calmly and constructively. When faced with criticism, our instinctive reaction might be to argue or shut down. However, responding calmly and constructively can turn a potentially negative encounter into a productive dialogue. This approach not only demonstrates maturity, but also opens the door for genuine improvement. Mark Manson, author of The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck, emphasizes the importance of choosing our reactions. He suggests that we often have more control over our responses than we realize. By taking a moment to breathe and consider our reply, we can handle criticism more effectively. For instance, Jody, a graphic designer, once received some harsh feedback from a client about her designs. Instead of reacting defensively, she calmly asked for specific details on what the client disliked. This not only provided her with actionable insights but also impressed the client with her professionalism. As a result, Jody was able to refine her designs and build a stronger relationship with the client. Step 4. Extract the useful, discard the rest. Not all criticism is created equal. It's crucial to sift through the feedback and extract the useful bits while discarding the rest. This process requires discernment and self-awareness. According to a study by the Harvard Business Review, receiving feedback can boost performance by up to 24%, but only if the feedback is constructive and relevant. This underscores the importance of focusing on feedback that can genuinely help you improve. Let's look at Peter, a writer who received a mixed review for his latest novel. Some critics praised his storytelling, while others found his character development lacking. Peter decided to concentrate on the constructive aspects of the feedback. He noted the comments about character development and worked on creating more nuanced characters in his next book. By filtering out the less helpful criticism and focusing on the valuable insights, Peter was able to enhance his writing skills significantly. Step 5. Maintain your self-worth. One of the most challenging aspects of dealing with criticism and disapproval is maintaining your self-worth. It's easy to let negative feedback erode your confidence, but it's essential to remember that your value isn't defined by others' opinions. Norman Vincent Peale's The Power of Positive Thinking highlights the importance of self-affirmation and inner strength. Regularly reminding yourself of your strengths and achievements can bolster your self-esteem, making it easier to handle criticism constructively. Here's a collection of affirmations intended to enhance your self-confidence and assist you in responding to criticism more effectively. I am capable and competent in everything I do. I learn and grow from every experience, including criticism. I am proud of my accomplishments and continue to achieve more each day. I have the skills and talents necessary to succeed. I welcome constructive feedback as a tool for growth. I am resilient and can overcome any challenge. I am valued and respected for my contributions. I remain calm and composed in the face of criticism. I am continuously improving and becoming better. I trust in my abilities and believe in my potential. I focus on the positive aspects of feedback to enhance my performance. I am worthy of success and happiness. I embrace change and see it as an opportunity for growth. I am confident in my decisions and actions. I celebrate my progress and the small victories along the way. I am surrounded by people who support and believe in me. I handle criticism with grace and use it to fuel my growth. I am patient with myself and acknowledge my efforts. I maintain a positive outlook even in difficult situations. I am dedicated to my personal and professional development. Regularly reciting these affirmations can help reinforce your self-worth and equip you with a positive mindset, making it easier to approach criticism as a valuable opportunity for growth. Consider Laura, a teacher who received a less-than-stellar evaluation from a supervisor. She felt disheartened and began to doubt her abilities. However, she decided to focus on the positive feedback she had received from students and parents over the years. By reinforcing her self-worth with these affirmations, Laura was able to view the evaluation as a tool for growth rather than a reflection of her overall abilities. The role of positive thinking. Throughout this journey, the principles from The Power of Positive Thinking play a crucial role. Positive thinking isn't about ignoring the negative or pretending everything is perfect. Instead, it's about focusing on what you can control and using your mindset as a tool for resilience and growth. Dr. Carol Dweck's research on growth mindset complements this approach. She found that individuals who believe their abilities can be developed through dedication and hard work, a growth mindset, are more likely to embrace challenges and learn from criticism. Real-life applications. To bring these steps to life, let's dive into some more detailed, relatable experiences. Mindy's marketing campaign. Mindy's journey didn't end with her reframing of the feedback. She took it a step further by scheduling a one-on-one meeting with her boss to discuss the campaign in more detail. During the meeting, she calmly asked for specific examples of what didn't work and how she could improve. Her boss appreciated her proactive approach and provided her with actionable insights. Over the next few months, Mindy implemented these suggestions and noticed a significant improvement in her work. Not only did this boost her confidence, but it also earned her a promotion. Ashton's development skills. Ashton decided to take a different approach when he realized the source of his colleague's criticism. Instead of confronting his colleague, he sought feedback from other team members and mentors whose opinions he valued. By gathering a broader range of perspectives, Ashton was able to get a more balanced view of his performance. He then used this feedback to refine his skills and contribute more effectively to his team. This approach not only improved his technical abilities but also helped him build stronger professional relationships. Jodi's design refinement. Jodi's experience with client feedback taught her a valuable lesson in communication. By asking for specifics, she was able to turn vague criticism into constructive input. Over time, she developed a feedback template for her clients, encouraging them to provide detailed comments on various aspects of her designs. This proactive approach not only improved her work, but also enhanced client satisfaction and retention. Peter's writing journey. Peter's decision to focus on constructive criticism paid off in more ways than one. By honing his character development skills, he produced a sequel that received rave reviews. Readers praised the depth and complexity of his characters, and the book performed significantly better than his previous work. Peter's ability to filter feedback effectively was a key factor in his success. Laura's teaching evaluation. Laura's journey didn't stop at self-affirmation. She decided to seek out professional development opportunities to address the areas highlighted in her evaluation. By attending workshops and collaborating with other teachers, she enhanced her teaching methods and received positive evaluations in subsequent years. Her experience demonstrates that maintaining self-worth while striving for improvement can lead to long-term success. Statistical insights. To put these experiences into perspective, let's consider some statistics. According to a survey by Gallup, employees who receive regular feedback from their managers are 3 times more likely to be engaged at work. However, only 19% of employees feel they receive adequate feedback. This gap highlights the importance of not only seeking feedback, but also learning how to handle it effectively. Another study by the American Psychological Association found that individuals who practice positive thinking are 45% more likely to report higher levels of satisfaction and lower levels of stress. This underscores the significant impact of mindset on our ability to deal with criticism and disapproval. Expert insights. Experts like Dr. Brené Brown emphasize the power of vulnerability in handling criticism. In her book Daring Greatly, she explains that embracing vulnerability allows us to connect with others on a deeper level and turn criticism into opportunities for growth. Similarly, Dr. Carol Dweck's work on growth mindset shows that viewing challenges and criticism as opportunities to learn can lead to greater success and fulfillment. Personalized tips based on your quiz results. Now that you've explored the 5 steps to handle criticism and disapproval, let's revisit your quiz results for some personalized insights. If you mostly answered A, perspective shift. Focus on seeing criticism as a growth opportunity rather than an attack. Try to detach your emotions and look for constructive elements in the feedback. Understanding the source, make a conscious effort to identify the intentions behind the feedback. Remember, not all criticism is about you. Sometimes, it's more about the person giving it. Calm responses. Practice taking a few deep breaths before responding to criticism. This can help you maintain composure and engage in a productive dialogue. Extracting value. Develop a habit of writing down the feedback you receive and categorizing it into actionable and non-actionable items. This will help you focus on what's truly beneficial. Self-worth. Regularly remind yourself of your strengths and achievements. Keep a journal of positive feedback and accomplishments to boost your confidence. If you mostly answered B, perspective shift. Work on gradually shifting your view of criticism from a threat to a helpful tool. Start by acknowledging the constructive intent behind the feedback. Understanding the source and assess the credibility and motivations of the person giving feedback. Seek opinions from multiple sources to get a balanced view. Calm responses. Instead of shutting down, practice active listening. Ask clarifying questions to better understand the feedback. Extracting value. Look for common themes in the feedback you receive. This can help you identify areas for improvement more clearly. Self-worth. Balance criticism with self-affirmation. For every piece of negative feedback, remind yourself of 2 positive qualities or achievements. If you mostly answered C, perspective shift. Continue viewing criticism as a growth opportunity. Share your approach with others who might struggle with handling feedback. Understanding the source. Your discernment is strong. Keep seeking feedback from reliable sources and use it to refine your skills further. Calm responses. Maintain your calm and constructive responses. Consider mentoring others on how to handle criticism effectively. Extracting value. Keep extracting valuable insights from feedback and discarding the rest. Your approach is on point. Just ensure you don't overlook any subtle constructive elements. Self-worth. Your positive self-worth is commendable. Continue reinforcing it by celebrating your successes and learning from your experiences. By applying these personalized tips along with the 5 steps discussed, you can transform criticism into a powerful catalyst for personal and professional growth. Remember, every piece of feedback is a stepping stone on your journey to unmatched success. Conclusion. Dealing with criticism and disapproval is an inevitable part of life. However, by shifting our perspective, understanding the source, responding calmly, extracting useful feedback, and maintaining our self-worth, we can turn these challenges into opportunities for growth. Inspired by the principles from The Power of Positive Thinking and supported by insights from contemporary psychology, these 5 steps provide a practical framework for handling criticism effectively. Keep in mind that your value isn't defined by others' opinions, but by your ability to learn, grow, and stay true to yourself.
We just covered some powerful ways to grow and improve every day. Which one are you going to start with? Let us know in the comments. If you found this helpful, subscribe, tap the notification bell so you don't miss the next video, and share this with someone who's on their own personal growth journey. For more insights, motivation, and personal development tips, join our community. See you in the next video, and remember, small daily improvements lead to big life changes. Want more? We've got you covered. Click the link below and get even deeper insights. No cost, just value.